Okay, so we're going to be doing Invisible Ink, which is by Klei Entertainment. This game has been in, or was in early access, and that's when I first played it. Back then, it was fairly bare bones, but still thoroughly enjoyable, put a lot of time into it. And I haven't played it for a while since then. Now, I'm playing the full released version. It's even got DLC attached to it, which I bought. And the game is amazing. There's so much to do. So, I'm going to hop straight in. Start a new game. We're not going to bother with the tutorial, we're going to go straight for it. It used to be easy and normal as our options for the campaign. Now you've got all these presets down the side here. DLC and mods, which you can see turn on and off. And you can even go into show settings and you can completely personalise everything you want to do in the game. The only thing I'm going to change is rewinds, which if you make a cock up you can just go back and change that. I personally don't like that. I like to stick with my decisions, no matter how dire they are. I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to hop straight in now.
Get to the main server, collect the data, and get out. No detours.
Copy that, Central.
Proceeding to target. Insertion was clean. Alarm level holding steady. We need to get to the 3rd floor. We can make our way to the server room from there.
Any chatter on the comms?
Negative. It's silent on all frequencies.
They should have detected us by now.
Receiving priority 1 transmission.
They're onto you. Get out. Get out of there!
HQ compromised. We're going to need an extraction. I've got Incognita. Deckard and International are on their way.
Get to the roof. I'll cover you. Go!
Decker, how long till extraction?
30 seconds.
Get us out of here. We've got work to do.
What an intro video. I love it. They never used to have that in the original one. I think that page where it comes up saying like who's KIA and who's MIA. I think the MIA people are guys you can unlock later. Because here we are on the select your team page, which you only access at the start of your game, and you get to choose who's with you. I'm going to stick with Decker and International. You have Shalem 11 and Banks there, who I believe were the only characters. I think them 4 were the only starting guys back in the early access. Yeah, and these guys I think we're going to unlock during the detention centre missions, where you go in there to basically rescue someone. Sometimes they're an actual agent you can use, other times they're just some generic guy who disappears. From my experience in the early access, the generic guy looked kind of badass though, so it's a bit of a shame you don't actually get them. These guys on the end are DLC characters. Olivia, who's the woman who's talking to you, which doesn't entirely make sense, but I believe she's quite cool to have anyway. I won't be using them because I think there's still some things they need to sort out. When I played this last, I think I had Draco, and for some reason I couldn't level him up. He said he was as leveled up as possible. Yeah, I'm going to stick off with Decker and International. International's quite cool because she has sort of a she can hack things from a distance, which is quite handy. She can also see mainframe objects from a distance without having to look at them. So if you push her up against a wall, she might be able to see the next room. It's quite handy. Decker, on the other hand, fairly basic guy, quite fast. He does start with a modded cloaking rig, which allows him to turn invisible for a turn, but it does take 8 turns to cool down. So he's very, very useful. Over here we've got our programs, which you can flick through, get some different ones. I'm going to stick off with the default stuff though, which I'll get into explaining how they work when we're in the game. So let's begin. Yeah, this is just telling you how fucked you are, in short. Right. This is quite a very pretty screen. You just mouse over it, it tells you all the information you need to know. It says it will take 12 hours to get there, because you have 72 hours to mount a counterattack. And it's when Incognita runs out of power. So, going there will cost me 12 hours already. Also, the time's ticking, which is quite a nice little feature they've put in. Level 1 security, and then she'll tell you more information in a moment.
Executives are notoriously slack when it comes to network security, and their terminals are full of interesting information. We found a lightly guarded executive complex here. Get in, find the computer, and steal their contact list. Then we'll have our pick of future targets.
So yeah, we need to find this database, or this terminal, to find out where all the other objectives on the map are. This is a tutorial mission, and I know for a fact that if you fail it, which I did my first time, Monster, the guy who you saw in the cutscene, will turn up and be like, here's one I made earlier, and hand you a list of all these places. He's a little bit shitty about it though, but I don't think it matters. But yeah, as I say, you can fail in the tutorial. It's not an easy game, permitted you're not too careless.
Bad news, operator. They caught us completely by surprise, so we have no firepower with us. The guards' weapons are gene-coded to that. We've beamed you through the security grid, but be quick about it.
Yep, that's our telling us we're still fucked, we can't use weapons, all that stuff. Right. So, you got your two characters here, you can flick between as you please. It's turn-based and very similar to XCOM in its, design. Right. Is that a little shield with the eye icon, which you'll see appearing wherever I move that to? That's not like cover or anything, that just means you're out of their line of sight. So if there was someone standing on this side and you were here, they wouldn't be able to see you. If you stood there, I don't think they'll be able to see you either. But the game is based on line of sight. And you make them run over there. Because she's got that ability which allows her to see terminals from a distance, and even cameras, I can have a hack from there. And no, that camera's offline. But if that was online, I could hack into that and take control and see that room. In the meantime, we'll just have to peek through the door. Yeah, it looks fairly safe, but I don't necessarily want to just run in there. So I'll pop in there. And we're going to end turn. Right. So every turn, because of one of these abilities in Incognita, I'll permanently be earning 1 power. And to use her abilities, it costs me power. So you got your total up there. Fairly self-explanatory. It's not overly complex, which is quite nice, but there's a lot to it. Over here is the security level. Every turn, that circle will slowly fill up until it goes all the way around up to the top one. Once it hits there, this will go on to level 1, and something will activate in the level. So it could be like extra security cameras. So this one's turned off, that might turn on. You could have all the terminals be even harder to hack. You could have extra guards be brought in. There's a whole list of things that can happen. I'm not sure whether they're like set to happen, or it's in a random order. I've not played enough to remember. Right, I'm just going to sprint you over there. crack that open. Right. Now I'm going to put him on ambush stance. If a guard walks through that door on patrol, he will grab him and knock him unconscious. And we'll bring International up there. Shut the door behind us. It's worth shutting doors. If the guards see an open door, I believe they go for the open door before they go for a shut door, if they're looking for you. So you can sort of fake a path for them. If you've got all the doors shut, they won't know where to go. I believe that's how it works. It makes me feel better anyway, thinking that's how it works. We got in there. Alright, terminal. Let's bust him. Same there. See, because Decker's got that invisibility cloak, like Harry Potter, I'm more comfortable putting him in dodgy situations. Because he can just poof and run away. Bring you up over there. Right, so there's a guard. What's really cool, the yellow tiles are where you can hide. Red tiles means he'll spot you. Say I was stood in this red tile, he'll activate and point a gun at me. I then get a turn to basically like take one step, so I could just hop straight into cover, and he'll then go, fuck, don't know where they've gone. Or you could shoot them or do a whole bunch of stuff. What's really cool, you can predict the movements. He's just stationary, so he'll always be stood there, which is not necessarily a good thing. I believe that'll be from a security camera, this zone. Let's have a look anyway. Yep. So we can hack that security camera, makes it join our side, and we can see everything in that room from now on. And I'm going to hack into that and loot it. That's nice, just got ourselves some money. Money is extremely important in this game. Right, because he was stationary, he won't be moving. Extra cameras are turned on, I think that says. Or am I wrong? Probably wrong. Right, I'm going to have International move through this door, and we're going to... Ooh. Okay, that camera is turning on in one turn. So we can knock him out. That was very lucky. And we're going to hack it, so when it turns on, it'll be under our control. Now that we've knocked him down, in 3 turns, because that's how long my neural disruptor will keep him unconscious for, he will stand up. However, every turn an agent is stood over them, it will prevent them from getting from it ticking down. So you can basically hold him there on 3 whilst that builds up. Once again, though, the security level is always ticking, so the longer you spend sitting over him, the worse it's going to get for you. I'm going to take his pass cards and his credit chips. Run over here. Have a look in there. More money. That's good. Right, oh, and that's the camera as well. So now that we can see that, thanks to Incognito's abilities, we'll take that over. International, rather. Right, now you notice he's down to 2, because there's no one stood over him. Can pop Deckard on him again. Now what we can do is we can hit him again, and keep tasing him, and keep resetting it. Which is quite handy. Move over there. Have a peek. And we can access this camera. Right. It's going alright. Still, I need to find the exit, and I need to also find our objective, which I've yet to see either of. Oh! There's a lot going on in this room. Right, let's hijack all them consoles from here. Right. So, this breaks 1 firewall. If I click on that, that'll be 1 firewall, 2 firewalls. And another one there. I think that box, rather than the suitcase, means that's actually an item. So, I'll definitely want to have a look at that. Right, Deckard, we're going to have you... a Decker. whenever you run over there. Yeah, it's worthwhile splitting these guys up for the moment because I need to find quite a few different things. Right, so what have we got? Oh, okay, no, that's just more money than I think a little safe. Yeah. What's this one? Right, Decker, we're going to run you over here quick. So this is actually quite... Ah, okay, there's the exit. Glad I know that. I have a feeling that through this security door is where our objective's going to be. Oh, fuck. I did not... I thought that would be a security camera. That was very silly of me. He's going to come and investigate. And he's seen my guy. Right. As I said earlier, I've got one action now. And I think his neurodispenser... Yep. I can knock him out. So that was very lucky. I'm going to search him. Oh, he does have a security card. So we can unlock that. Okay, it doesn't actually look where the objective... Right, I thought this might be where the objective is, but I was wrong. I'm going to hack through this. This is basically a shop. You don't get shops in the... like the overworld, as it were, when you're in the thing where you look across the whole world map. The only way you can buy stuff is from shops in levels. So, tag pistol. I've never seen that before. That's quite cool. I like that. We're going to get rid of the security cards. But for right now, I'm tempted by that. Yeah, no, we'll pick up that pistol. That's actually quite handy. And because he's encumbered, we are going to have to drop something, which will be that security card, because we've used it now. I think I'm going to have to go and sit on that guard whilst International... because he's about to wake up. When he wakes up, he will just be dazed. He won't be like, someone knocked me out. He'll just be like, what the hell happened? Right, I want you to run over there and sit on him. Right. International. Okay, that's just a dead-end room from the looks of things. We'll still hack this. Yeah. And I think that leaves one door. So the objective has to be through here. Which means bypassing that guard. Shouldn't be too difficult. Because that door's open. He should head this way. But I can see him because of this security camera. Yep. Good. Hopefully he'll be distracted searching this entire area over here. Whilst we can somewhat slip into here. I am kind of scared of level 3 because I think level 3 brings in an extra guard. Which they appear in these guard elevators which got the red light on them. If we're very, very lucky, he'll come in here. If we're very, very, very unlucky, he'll appear here, see Deckard, and shoot him. A Decker. God, Decker, right. Try and remember that. Decker. Oh, fuck. Okay. Didn't expect him to be back so soon. But, I can manoeuvre out the way. Oh, come on! This is what I mean about... This is the tutorial. Oh, God, how am I meant to get around? Oh, we just have to pray that he doesn't... Could bring Decker in. Right, can we drag him away? Right, we'll drag him over there so he's somewhat hidden. I did not expect there to be 3 guards on the tutorial. Normally, last time I played there were 2, and I figured that was fairly standard, but obviously not. Oh, God. Right, he can't see her because she's technically in cover. Alright, good. 4 security guards. Can we move there? Right. So I'm in cover. I'm hidden from this guy, but now he can see me. So if I move here, I should be fine. And then we want to go here. Shut that door. Go here. I'm going to go on ambush mode. So if he comes in here, he should be investigating this, and he should be investigating that. I should be able to knock him unconscious and shut the door without the other guy knowing. Okay. Oh, this is not nice. Okay. He's got his back turned as well. Doesn't mean... The thing is, our the things that knock people out are on like a cooldown as well, so I can't then just run over and knock him unconscious. That's why this is so difficult. I hope he investigates that way. If he comes up here, I'm fucked, basically. Right, observe. What route is he going to take? He's going to head in here. Okay. So if I slip round there, I should be good. If he comes in as well, I'll be somewhat hidden. I'm going to drag him around as well a little bit more. Oh my god. Okay. You can go there, and then go there. We're going to rotate this around. You can run up to there. If we move like that, he'll see something. So he'll head over. We'll shut the door as well.
Did you see that?
Oh, she stood really where I don't want her to be stood. Hopefully he can't move that far, but I think he can. In which case I think she's done for. I may have to just run out of this room. Drag him over there. Put him down. Tag him as well. Just because I want to see how that looks. Right. I'm worried that any of the other guards are going to come back as well. It's annoying because it's right there. Okay, we're quite fortunate now. He's not gone all the way. So we're going to make you go and stand on him. And you are going to be ready to ambush him the moment he steps in. Okay. Right, so we've got a nice pile of people. Oh, good! Another guard. Just what we needed. Thank you, game. This is what I mean about my fucking stress levels going up. Right, we're going to run you over here. I think we're good to do that. Yep. We can crack that open. It should be fine. Move here. I'm going to shut that door. Pop you on that one. So I'm basically going to be swapping between the guards to keep them as pacified for as long as possible.
Investigating.
Thing is, if anyone can do it, Decker can, because he's invisible. Right, hack that. Run in there. Yep, get the site list.
Good job.
Right, sorry about that. The dog decided to start barking at the postman, so I had to go and murder her brutally. Right, let's shut that. Right. We should be able to do this now. It was extremely... Oh, no. Right, as I said earlier, though, we do still have the invisibility cloak. So we should be good. Yeah, I think we can do this. I can run right past him. Tag him as well, because I just want to see that. You're going to step onto him and KO him again. And book it around there. I am very worried that he's going to try and look in that room, which will completely... Yep. Invisibility cloak. Oh, we can just knock him out. Well, that'll do it. Right, now just run. Yeah. That guy will wake up, but he'll just be groggy. He won't know what happened. And then... Job's good. Right. I honestly didn't think I was going to make that, but holy balls.
I'm sure they won't miss it.
Made it. This is quite cool. It shows you a little detailed report of what happened. There was one camera that I didn't hack, but I got everything else. Net worth. I don't think that means anything. That's just points, basically. No, one of them didn't know what happened. Good. And we got a shit ton of credits, so I can start upgrading these guys. I think I'm going to get strength for him and speed. And for her, I'm going to get the anarchy up. I think I'll take the tag pistol off of him as well and give that to her, because then they've got a bit more of a balanced inventory. Also, it gives her something else she's capable of doing.
I've re-established contact with Monster. His network picked up the attack just before it hit us, and we're working to trace it back to the source. In the meantime, he's offered to sell us some of his more rarefied stock.
Greetings. I don't often perform transactions face-to-face, but Gladstone is an older man.
Thank you, Monster. If we find their central server, we may be able to bring them down, or at least distract them long enough that they lose our trail. Continue scavenging operations, and I'll keep you posted as more intel develops.
Right, so yeah, you now get a whole bunch of things. I've never seen that Cybernetics Lab one, so that's definitely interesting me to go and investigate that one. That's ammo icons. Yeah, I think that's the shop locations. I think they've got a mega store basically. That one, I think with the radar, I think that once again gives you more missions on the board. Which is quite handy, quite worth going after, but it's level 2 difficulty. And you saw what a level 1 difficulty was. Yeah, I'm very tempted by the Cybernetics Lab because I've not seen that icon before. But yeah, I'm going to call it quits there, and I'll be continuing this in the Cybernetics Lab.